Maureen Lewis. I'm a retired teacher, and these are my stories, Marlo's stories, and where I tell you about myself, my work life, and my personal life, which is mostly about the dogs. Now today, I want to tell you about Fred Black. Now he has his own story. One day when we were coming home from supermarket, we noticed that our gate was open, and there are some vicious dogs across the road, and we saw them at our gate. So we drove up and chased them over their yard carefully because we were afraid of them, and we sent him back ours and unlocked the gate. It happened again. We came and we found the gate open, and we found their gate open as well. So we assumed that it was some mischievous person trying to cause problems, because the dogs across the street are very vicious. Anyway, one night we heard screaming and screeching and the dogs howling and all, and we said, oh my gosh, what is happening? Some dog must be getting beat up or something. But we know it's not our dogs because our gate shut. Anyway, my daughter decided that she was going to look through the window. When we looked, our gate was opened, and the dogs across the way had come over and were attacking our dogs. So we rushed out. I rushed out half naked and in socks. They had cornered Fred, and they were biting up Fred. Three of them, one biting up his neck and the other one biting up his groin. I think they wanted to neuter him, but unfortunately for them, we had done it a long time ago, so they couldn't find anything there to bite off, so they punctured the whole of his groin. We took him and lifted him up and carried him inside. We checked to see where the other 4 dogs were. So we found 2, but the 2 adult dogs were nowhere to be found. So my son-in-law walked down the bottom of the road to the end of the road, no dog. So I said, oh my God, we lose the dogs. I decided that I'd take one last walk, and I walk up to the top of the road, and somewhere along the line we saw the 2 dogs crouching in somebody's driveway. You could see how scared they were. So you should see them coming down the road, and they were so happy and jumping up and down the thing, because you can imagine how scared they were. When we reached now to our gate, Jumpy, who is Fred's mother, lie down where Fred had been, and she started one piece of howling, and she howled and she howled and she howled. I didn't know dogs could cry, but she howled and she howled. We had to lift her up and carry her inside and put her with Fred. And then she was all over him, and she licked him, and she was so happy, and she jumped around him and all that. But poor Fred was there, and he was in so much pain. And I mean, this is about after 12, so we couldn't do anything much. He spent the night on the carport, and I spent the night out there with him because I was scared that he was going to die, and I just wanted to be there with him the whole time. The next morning we took him to the vet, and then we found the vet had to shave him to find all the wounds, and he had 2 big puncture marks in his groin, and plus his neck was all bitten up. And later on we found other injuries, but at that time we decided to work on those. We didn't know that there were others, but as we treated him, we discovered that there were other cuts as well, and the doctor gave us an ointment to put on him. I still thought he was going to die. And every morning, my daughter would bathe him down with warm water and dress his wounds. And then the puncture marks in his groin were so big you could push your finger in there. So we took the syringe and we put it in there and flush it out, and then pump his leg to get out the liquid and all of that. This went on for quite a while until I started to get hope that he might survive. But because we know that wounds can get infected, and that was my biggest fear. But we use disinfectant, as I said, every day, and little by little, Fred recovered. We had to put a cone on him. The cone was so big, we didn't know he could walk. You know, the cone that you put around the neck to stop them from licking the wounds. And slowly recovered. And then some weeks after he got fairly better, we saw these big red blobs down by his groin. We took him to the vet again because they had said maybe there might be air pockets or whatever in there, and so they lanced them and cleared it out, and we took him back home. And Fred has been recovering ever since, and as you can see, this is Fred, and he's quite recovered. I hope you enjoy hearing about my dogs, and until next time, see ya.